I've not seen such bravery.
44 Brutal Moose episodes. And what have I got to show for it? Well, yeah, I've got that thing. And my fans make me some cool stuff too. Also, I guess I've made some pretty good friends as well, but other than that, what have I got to show for it? Aside from all the thank yous I've received, it's a thankless job. I'm getting tired of this racket. Brutal Moose, retired YouTuber? What was that? Well, I'll tell you what it was. It was Island... What is that? Oh, get out of here, dude. The bit's over. We're moving on to the game. Released in 1995, Island Peril was developed by Electric Fantasies. As far as I can tell, this was their only game, and we're about to see why that is. The objective is to blast your way through the web of gun-toting madmen and to save the scantily clad vixen who answers to the name Sweet Cheeks. And if that doesn't get you super excited to play, then this amazing pun will. I mean, it's so good they even, framed it. The game opens with some smooth jazz.
35 years. The last 9 fighting crime. What have I got to show for it?
This is our hero. I mean, how can you not recognize him from the cover? I like that they specifically put him in a long sleeve shirt to hide the fact that he doesn't have bicep muscles the size of basketballs. He's been fighting crime for 9 years, but is now considering becoming a bad guy because he's feeling a bit undercompensated.
I'm gonna go work for the bad guys for a change. They always win in the end anyway, because they've got all the money.
Oh yeah, before he says anything else, I should probably warn you that his name is a little stupid.
Dick Danger, retired crime fighter.
Yeah, I'm sure this is all getting you guys really hyped up for his upcoming movie, Dick Danger, retired crime fighter in Sitting on the Couch and Complaining About My Life.
You get no thanks. Nobody cares. Who is this?
Don't you recognize the voice of doom when you hear it?
I'm sorry, could we hear the voice of doom one more time, please? Oh, yeah, I'm terrified.
You can rest assured that after 7 years in San Quentin, I have not forgotten you!
This is the evil boss who is looking to get revenge on Dick for making him spend 7 years in...
San Quentin.
I don't know if it's just me, but I can't understand half of what this guy is saying.
Say hello, Sweet Cheeks.
Dick, you're my only hope. I'm so scared. Please help me.
The evil boss has taken Dick's girlfriend, who is properly dressed to fit the tired cliche. Looks like he took her to some forested region. Like, what is this backdrop here?
Now, you'll be wanting to come rescue her now, I suppose. Well, I can give you directions. We're on that island you promised to take her to once. Only I got here first.
In case you missed that, the boss is at an island that Dick promised to take his girlfriend to once. Indoor forest, bikini, I mean, that's all you really need to pretend you're on an island, right?
Dick, hurry, please, I need you!
Look at that face. This is not the face of concern. This is the face of someone who is trying to see if saving his girlfriend is worth getting up off the couch for.
Sam!
Look at him. I mean, he might as well be saying, ugh, this is such an inconvenience. I just want to stay home and watch Chopped. A gun? How boring. I guess I'll go save my girlfriend's life. Ugh, what a pain. Before we start, we have to set Dick's danger level. Turns out that Dr. Death is at your service doesn't mean that Dick is Dr. Death. It means that all of his enemies are Dr. Death. It's a bit confusing.
That evil boss of this outfit sure gives me the creeps.
I really just can't understand what these people are saying. It sounds like they're talking through a pillow.
My friends and I will throw you a retirement party!
Our journey finally begins at Whitlaw Hangars, and boy does it ever look like a Doom clone. I find it strange that nobody pointed out how laughably ridiculous a fun-sized runway looks. Oh, I see, so it's a heliport now. Nice save. Obviously, I'm not expecting greatness from the level design. It's a 1995 Doom ripoff. We're gonna have to use our imagination. Like here, this random slab of concrete might seem like just a pointless random slab of concrete, concrete, but with the power of imagination, it can become... Okay, that was a bad example. It's just a slab of concrete. Things improve a bit when we get to some indoor places. It actually feels like I'm in a location that somebody designed instead of just standing in a field next to a brick wall and a slab of concrete. The building even has a microwave that rises up from the floor because this is the future, I guess.
Thank you for choosing Island Treats. Please make a selection.
Alright boys, we've just invented a microwave that rises from hell and sells ammunition. We just need a nice video to welcome people to it. I'm thinking sexualized blonde girl in a jungle. Yeah, maybe she's stranded in the jungle and has to record microwave video messages to survive. I mean, this island is a jungle, right? I distinctly remember seeing a plant somewhere. Anyway, let's just buy some ammo and get out of here.
Make another selection. I see you still have more coins.
Really? Let me just check my wallet here. I got my driver's license, a gift card. Oh, here they are. You were right. They were right here next to this little note that says, I don't listen to microwaves who are trying to take all of my money. It's happened to me before and it's not happening again. Now, if you had to go to an island to save your girlfriend, who do you think you would be fighting? The villain is called the Evil Boss, so it wouldn't be too much of a stretch to assume that your enemies would be mobsters. Of course, that's not the case. Instead, our main enemies consist of dweebs. Dweebs are basically clueless and weak. They're always being ignored and laughed at by women. Bodybuilders are another common enemy. Bodybuilders have always had their way with women. A hex put on them by the witch doctor has made them repulsive. They're pretty pissed about it and are more than willing to take it out on you, the player. Are we starting to see a kind of trend here? Devils are, by their very nature, aggressive and determined to have their own way, and also they can't get dates with women. Flaming tikis take their power from the Earth's core and are really horny for women. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that it's just a bunch of macho crap targeted at dudes who think the defining characteristic of a man is having sex with women. So, you know, clearly the type of guy who was playing computer games in the early 90s. I mean, there are times where this game is unbelievably not subtle.
Dick. Oh, Dick. I hope you're coming to get me.
Like, is it a parody or is it just horrible? The actual design of the enemies is strange too. It's like half of this game is trying to be tribal and remind you that you're on some tropical island, but then the level design looks nothing like that. A heliport, what is this, a parking garage? Oh yeah, this looks super islandy. When you die, some of the enemies have a few things to say about you.
Dumbala is riding me. Escape is impossible. You are mine!
Well, that was pretty good. I'm not sure about the Walmart tiki torch, but if someone were to scream that in my face, I think I'd be pretty scared. And on the other end of the spectrum, we have this. Do I even have to make a joke right now? I mean, this is pretty self-explanatory. I especially like this framed picture in the background of this apartment bedroom. I'm sorry, jungle. This framed picture in the background of the jungle. The rest of the clips aren't any better. I mean, they just make this guy seem like he deserves an Oscar for his performance. I especially like the extreme close-up on all the clips of the bodybuilder. Spend all this time sexing up the woman, but it's Dolph Lundgren that gets the slow pan.
It's a joke, right?
And of course, we can't forget our favorite actor, who has a few award-worthy performances as well.
Damn! Never a good guy around when you're in the mood.
This one here was particularly hard for me to watch because you can see the camera move.
Ah, too bad about your injuries. I'm afraid I misplaced the number for 911.
It just suddenly made me aware that there's at least one guy on the other side of this camera filming all of these people and probably wondering how their life got to this point. I'll be honest, I picked up this game hoping there would be more FMV elements. The intro was cheesy, horrible, and fantastic, but there's no more story development after that. It's all just weird clips of these people, which is only funny the first couple of times. Okay, except for this guy. This guy is always funny.
Moom dakamada bok bok bok. Mombasa jinga ball.
The rest of the game is just uninteresting. Each level consists of wandering around to find a few keys to open some doors and exit the level. Everything is pretty straightforward. Wander around, collect keys, and shoot anything that moves. I could talk more about the gameplay, I guess, but it would really just be me repeating myself. Some cutscenes between the levels definitely would have been motivation for me to keep playing, but as it stands, it's just not interesting. Oh, you know what? I should also mention that this game crashes. A lot. You're unable to save mid-stage progress, and after collecting all the keys in a level only to have it crash on me multiple times, well, let's just say I wasn't exactly thrilled to continue. Luckily, what I was able to do was dig around on the CD-ROM a bit and find the final cutscene. The moment you kill the evil boss, this is what awaits you.
Dick, thank God you found me. Are you alright?
Everything's cool, Angel. Let's get out of here.
How can I ever thank you? Ooh, I have a few ideas you might enjoy.
You know what? Me too. I'd enjoy $1 million, eternal praise, and if you could put some clothes on, that would just be fantastic. So there you have it, Island Peril. If it seems like a pointless and unsatisfying journey, well, that's because it is. If you knew where all of the keys were, you could probably blow through the game's 17 levels fairly quickly, but for my first time playing, I spent a lot of time just wandering around some of the levels looking for keys or switches. I need some varied gameplay or some more FMV. I mean, add either of those into this game and my opinion would probably change. Instead, what we have is a game that doesn't really succeed at doing anything well. It's playable, I mean it's definitely no Dino Lost in Bedrock, but being playable probably shouldn't be your game's only appealing aspect. Alright, I'm done talking about it, but before we go, let's just watch one more FMV clip.
I preserve this touching moment so I can share it with Sam.